Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sasha and today we are doing another Enhypen dance analysis. I put a poll up on my Patreon for all of my members, free and paid, to vote on which would be my very next dance analysis, and Fallen Flower by 17 and Sweet Venom by Enhypen tied. So here we are. We're going to be watching the Sweet Venom performance video. We're going to be watching the original performance, and then we're going to be watching the dance practice. I'm super excited. I've heard this song a few times. I did a music video reaction in a K-pop comeback catch-up. I also did a reaction to their Mama performance when they performed this. So super excited to dive into this choreography. Gives a very nostalgic Michael Jackson sort of like, I don't know if jazzy is the right word. We'll have to watch this and analyze it together and figure it out, but I just can't wait. As always, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe here on my channel and my videos. It really helps other fans of the groups I cover find me and find my videos and helps my channel grow. Also, if you have just a second, please check out some of the links below, including, like I mentioned, my Patreon, where you can join for free to do some occasional votes. I'm trying to do more for my free members and just brainstorming what else I can do for you guys. But if you do decide to become a paying member for just $3 a month, you'll get to see my YouTube videos before they go live here on YouTube. I try and post them at least a day and a half or 24 hours before they go live over here on the channel. If that's something you're interested in, please check out that link below. Also, I have two affiliate code links. One of them is my Amazon storefront, where you can find most of what I wear in my videos linked over there, as well as Two Crow Collective, which is a chronic and mental illness brand that I am an ambassador for, and they have the coolest merch, really comfortable, love what they stand for, love their mission, and would love for you to check that out if you have a chance. If you do end up using either of those codes, I may earn a small commission, so thank you if you are able to do that. As always, when I do a dance analysis, I like to mention most of the time, this is my first time seeing the choreography. So I have now seen the choreography one time at Mama. Sometimes for Mama, they change choreography because it's a bigger stage, a bigger performance. So I won't know for sure if it's the same as what I saw at Mama or if it's going to be different in the dance practice today. But we're going to find out together. Please sit back, relax. Let's have a great time together. I don't know how this video is going to go, but wish me luck. Here we go. We are starting with the performance video first. I'm very excited because I did really like the setting of this video and as well as the styling. So let's dive back in to Sweet Venom. Sweet. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, 3, 2, 1. It was literally just a blurry mess of blurriness. It still is kind of blurry. Maybe it's not me. Maybe they're moving so fast. Wow, I love their outfits. Oh my god, oh my god. I don't know which outfit's my favorite. Ooh, a little whack. Ooh, ooh. I need him to relax. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god. Okay. They have such great hair. Have I mentioned this already? They all did the jacket thing that time.
Venom.
Wow. Oh my gosh. I'm still so just like enamored with them as a group that I'm gonna have a lot of trouble trying to think analytically or critically about what I'm watching. So if we're just gonna fangirl this whole video, I hope that's okay. I hope you'll enjoy that regardless. We're gonna go into their Be Original Studio Choom performance of this. My ice maker. Typically, Studio Choom doesn't like when you watch their videos and react to them, so if the editing is very bizarre, apologies. It will go back to normal for the dance practice. So, Studio Choom, let's get it. Let's go. I love all the shapes and formations they make in this. There's literally so many. I threw my pencil. Why did I do that? Ugh. They do head rolls a lot in this. The suspenders? Oh my god. They also have a lot of movements in this that are like you would see them on TikTok. I can't think of words right now because I'm too focused. Oh! I don't know if they actually are, but they look like they're having so much fun doing this dance. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm trying to decide which one is my favorite dancer so far too. I don't know if I've figured it out yet. I love the orange. That's my favorite color. Yeah. Okay. What do I think of choreography so far? Also, the sun is coming in. It's like half storming, half very bright. So I apologize for the change in the lighting as we go through this video. What do I think? I obviously enjoy it. I love this song. It's so catchy. Enhypen is very quickly becoming a new favorite group. That's been happening for a while now, just super, super slowly. Last year, my new group of the year was 17. I think this year it's going to be Enhypen, and I'm going to dive full in. I have to watch some guide videos. If you have any suggestions, leave them down below so I can learn names. That's definitely an important step. I think the more that I watch it, the more that I'm surprised by the mix of style in this. Like, there's a few steps that are definitely referencing like Michael Jackson's just like poppy, like, I don't know, Michael Jackson vibes, right? It's sort of a category of its own, I feel like. But then there's other choreography that is like hip hop 101, like the Harlem Shake is in there a little bit. There's also the step hop bounce from TikTok that I can't remember the name of. It didn't like originate on TikTok as far as I'm aware. I think that's been a hip hop step. Is it the Louisiana Shuffle? Is that what it's called? I really can't remember. So that's in there too. There's so many different little things that I keep picking up on. That's such an interesting mix of generations of dance. And it's making me just like question what's going on. Because the styling for this also in both music videos, very like 80s and even earlier inspired with the suspenders and the high water pants, and like the styling is giving older. The song itself with the guitar and the like all of that is also a little bit more jazzy than it is like K-pop-esque. And so that is throwing me off too. And it's just a lot to try and figure out what's actually happening and how I feel about it. Overall, I feel great. Overall, I like it a lot. In terms of trying to analyze it, I'm getting frustrated with myself because it's like I have too much information that I'm trying to sort through and I'm not doing a good job of it, and I don't know why. So I'm gonna try and talk about some stuff, I guess, in the dance practice where I'm gonna take some notes. So dance practice, we might be watching it twice. Here we go. I love the formations. Let's just write that now. How do you spell F? Formation. I already forgot. Oh, he did a little wave on hey. The three of them doing that? Ooh! Whoa, 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 whoa! Wow. We're gonna have to watch it twice. I've just decided it right now. This little step jump thing, and then into the Harlem Shake. I love a dance break. Let's go. The jacket is so good. Wiggle, wiggle. Okay, we're very quickly going to watch it again so I can get some more information. I have some good notes so far. I'm proud of myself. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, head rolls. That was a very subtle, like, circle on the ground they did. Look at the three of them. Look at this. Whoa, whoa. I love that. That's so good. That little ground spin is so fun. I love this ripple too. Okay, I'm so excited. I do have quite a few things to talk about, so we're just gonna dive right in. I feel like I have a hair. I do. I have multiple. What the heck? Where did you all come from? Am I just literally shedding hair as I'm sitting here? That's so annoying. Chronic illness problems. Like, oh my god. Okay, well, anyway. What was I saying? I hadn't even started. Okay, let's start with formations. Something I really like that they were doing in this is the, like, catwalk is what I'm calling it. We get the very first one in the very beginning where we have something I love. It sort of reminds me of in, like, period dramas where they will have soldiers on each side and they will all have their swords out and whoever's important walks through them. They do something similar by being on the ground on one knee with their other leg out across and, like, causing not like a bridge, but like a blockade or something. And then they all have to bring that leg in before the person can walk through. They also have their little, like, catwalk moment where they do their arms like this, where the person's in front and had walked through them. So there's multiple times where they create this, like, catwalk effect, and I enjoy it every time. The other formation that's probably my favorite is when they face, like, the corner of the room. They're in a line. The two in the middle create a doorway. The person walks through and then they lean and lay down on top of everyone else. So ingenious, so intuitive, innovative. And I really, really enjoy their formations overall. They also use their formations as a great way to create levels and create interest. When they have those three dancers in the middle, and then I think it's 2 and 2 in the front and the back, it's so good. I love that so much. It's one of my favorite visual things that happens in the choreography overall. One of the things that you can't really tell until you watch the dance practice is how much of this choreography is driven by creating sound and creating beats that accentuate the music. And then there's another, like, the opposite effect happens as well, where they use silence in a very interesting way. So the first thing that I noticed a lot is they'll bounce on their heels or go back and forth on their heels and very specifically make a sound. It's not like you can do those bounces quietly. You can be trained to do that and like bounce subtly, but you still have the effect of bouncing up and down. They're very intentionally making sounds with their feet. It also is accented by them doing like a 1-2 arm, and then on the 3 they'll jump out, or it'll be something big with their body. So that is also accenting the dun 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 dun. Like that was happening over and over and over throughout this. The steps in general, also the way that they move from spot to spot, or just the way that they move forward with the choreography, also accentuate the beats and just the song in general, and really makes it more powerful, I think. And then the reverse happens where when they're in the line and they just do this head, no feet are moving. So it's complete silence, and it really highlights the lyric instead of the instruments and the music of the song. I found that so fascinating, and you wouldn't be able to know that that's happening unless you're watching a dance practice. Potentially you might be able to hear that if you're watching a live stage performance, but the microphones don't always pick up on stuff like that. They also do the clap clap, which is again accenting a note in the music, or a beat, or an important part in the music. So like overall, 10 out of 10. I love how creative that is. Some of the other parts of the choreography I already mentioned I really like. I love when you use your costume as choreography. So they do their little off-the-shoulder jacket thing. The first time we get it, it's just the one member. The next time we get it, it's all the members. I also think doing it that way, where it's a little bit of diversity in what we are watching, where it's one member and then the second time it's everyone, keeps it engaging, keeps us entertained. Because if you're just repeating everyone doing something twice, it's like, oh, that's the same thing. But if you just see one person do it and then the next time it's everyone, it's like, wow, like that really caught my eye, kept me interested, and I enjoyed it. I also liked the clap, and then they do da 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 da, wiggle wiggle wiggle. I don't know that that's the right beat or anything, but it's step back, step back, step back, step back, and then they wiggle their foot. That is, again, sort of like a more retro vibe. The step back, step back, step back definitely reminds me of BTS Dynamite. Da, 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 da. So that was interesting to see, because I know that they are both, I think, under Hybe labels, so they may or may not share choreographers. Even if they don't, it's just a pretty common step in general. And it was fun to see it, but the wiggle, wiggle, wiggle is definitely more of like a retro movement, because for me it reminds me of like putting out a cigarette or like stomping out a bug or something, but I'm thinking more of cigarette because sweet, eat. That is also giving like cigarette vibes. Don't smoke. Smoking is bad, but the imagery in the dance that's what it was giving me. So yeah, smoking is really bad for you. If you are a smoker, there are ways to stop, and if you'd like to seek help to quit, you can always do that. I don't know how this turned into a PSA to not smoke, but here we are. There are a lot of head rolls in this. Some of them are like head to the side and then they start dancing this direction. Another one is just like this movement. All of it is just sort of almost giving like ecstasy and just like a release, and just there's so much tension and it's all built up that they just have nothing else to do except release it. I love the head rolls. I'm all about it. We had some very subtle hands that I didn't recognize until the second time we watched it, where it's like just really quick little hand things happening as they're like crouched down. And I find that so fascinating, because then the rest of the dance is like very like not subtle at all. So to have this moment where it's just like, if you're not looking at their hands, you're going to miss it, because their body and their legs are doing so much of the big in your face movement. It was really interesting to watch, like, okay, their hands are very subtle right now. You wouldn't even notice anything's happening. But then it's like their hand is the entire focal point of the thing in the next movement. So that was cool. I like the dynamic of that. They do a lot in this dance of something called a rond de jambe, which is where your leg goes from either front to back or back to front, making half a circle around your body. They do it when they're standing up. They do step rond de jambe, and then they also do it sort of when they kneel down and then sort of like rond de jambe, but they're propelling themselves around to the back. I just thought that was sort of fascinating again to see. I again feel like that's a little bit more of a retro movement, or just like such a fundamental movement in dance in general. But it was very cool to see that mixed in with some of like the newer stuff like the Harlem Shake and the other things I'd already mentioned. My last comment is how much I enjoyed them grooving in the choreography. There are a few sections, maybe like 2 to 4 counts, where they don't have specific things to be doing. Like they don't have very specific choreography. They're either moving somewhere else or they're just like still but sort of grooving while the main person is having their moment. I think those parts are what made me say it looks like they're having so much fun, because their groove is so personal to them, and I can tell that by watching this, that it wasn't necessarily choreographed as far as I can tell. I think it's more of an improv where the choreographer was like, you have this many counts to get from here to here, do what you want to get there. And they all sort of put their own flavor and their own spin on it. And I think that's why this choreography to me is just like, they are really enjoying this. They are really having a good time. And it's because we have those little moments throughout where they are just doing their own thing. And that can make such a difference in any sort of choreography where you give your dancer the freedom to be like, what do you want to do here? Go for it. I think that's super cool. I think that's the end of my analysis on Sweet Venom. I hope you had a great time watching. I had a great time reacting. Yeah, my dance analysis videos can be a little chaotic sometimes because that's how my brain works. So I hope that works for you. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next video. I'll probably do another round of music videos next, unless you guys give me some good guide recommendations, then I might do a guide next. So we'll see what I do next for Enhypen. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye! Sweet Venom.
I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright.